Hi guys, this is Sam and welcome to EngLogic. After exploring all the words related to the cold and cold weather, which you can find over here, it's now time to discuss all things rain and bad weather, as these topics contain a plethora of great advanced vocabulary. So now, let's get started. You walk in the rain and you get caught in the rain if you are outside when it starts raining. I'll be there come rain or shine, or simply rain or shine, is a spoken expression that we use to say that we'll be there no matter what happens. We will 100% be there. And talking about the idea of not missing something, you can also say, I wouldn't miss it for the world. I was feeling poorly yesterday, but today I'm right as rain means that I'm fully healthy again. We can say a rain of arrows hit the soldiers to describe a large amount of objects, in this case arrows, falling and moving through the air. To take a rain check on something is an American expression that we hear very often in films, and it's used to decline an invitation or cancel an appointment now, implying that you will accept it in the future. So if I have to take a rain check on our dinner tonight, it means that we were planning to have dinner tonight, but I have to cancel because something's come up. But I want to do it at some point in the future. Every year the rains start in March means that the season when it rains a lot starts in March. If your friend tells you that it's time you came in out of the rain and realized that your boyfriend is not treating you well, it means that you should wake up from a fantasy and face reality, which is, in this case, that your boyfriend is not treating you well, whilst you think that he is. If you say to me that I still owe you £10 for the pizza that you paid for me last time, and I reply that you should charge it to the dust and let the rain settle it, it means that I'm not willing to pay for it, and it's unlikely that I will. We have the adjective rainy. A rainy summer is a summer when it rains a lot. And if I always save 15% of my salary for a rainy day, it means that every month when I get paid, I save 15% of my salary in case I need it in the future. To rain is also a verb. The boxers rained punches or blows on each other means that they hit each other repeatedly. And now we have an idiom from a very famous song, Don't Rain on My Parade, which means don't spoil my fun or my plans. So, if you're singing karaoke at home and your neighbor asks you to stop because it's late, they're technically raining on your parade because they're trying to stop and spoil your fun. If an outdoor event is rained off in British English or rained out in American English, it means that it's stopped or cancelled due to too much rain. Bombs rain down on the town means that a large quantity of bombs fell on the town, in this case, from the sky. It never rains but it pours in British, and when it rains it pours in American, is an idiom that originally meant that when one bad thing happens, it's usually followed by a lot of other negative things altogether. It then developed into having a more neutral meaning, so although nowadays it's still mainly used with a negative connotation, it can also be used with a positive one, meaning that when one good thing happens, it's then followed by a lot of other positive things. The interesting thing about the sounds rain is that they actually spell three different words. We have R-A-I-N, water from the sky. We have R-E-I-N, which is a leather band around a horse's head that we use to control it. And we also have R-E-I-G-N, which is a period when somebody is king or queen. There are several meanings and idioms related to these words, and I will let you look them up for yourselves. Let's have a look at some adjectives to describe the rain. We have light, fine, heavy, pouring, torrential, freezing rain, and also driving rain, which is rain that falls very hard and fast because it's moved by the strong wind. A sheet of rain is a large mass of rain that is moved by the wind. We will now analyze ways to describe how it rains, and we will start from pour. To pour means to transfer a liquid into or out of a container by holding it at an angle. She poured tea into the cup, or she poured him a drink. He cut himself and blood was pouring from the wound means that a lot of blood was coming out of the wound. To pour plus preposition or adverb means to move in or out, for example, of a place, all at the same time. At 8 p.m. people started pouring out of the shopping centre means that everyone started coming out of the shopping centre at the same time at 8. And applications started pouring in means that as soon as the job advert was posted, a lot of applications came. She poured out her heart or soul to him means that she shared all her feelings and thoughts with him. To pour money or resources into something means to put and invest a lot of money into something. And if you pour cold water over my ideas, it means that you criticize my ideas to the point where I'm not excited about them anymore. And it also means to rain very heavily. Verbs related to the activity of raining are often used in the continuous aspect. Now it's raining, and yesterday it was raining when I went to the park, where it was raining is a continuous background action to the main fact that I went to the park. But if there is no background action and the activity of raining is the main verb, we could say, yesterday it rained a lot in the simple past. We say rain is pouring down. It's pouring. In British, we can say it's pouring with rain or it's pouring down with rain. In American, it's more common to say it's pouring rain. To chuck something is an informal verb that means to throw something away, and it's chucking it down means that it's raining very heavily in an informal way. A bucket is a container, usually with a handle and usually for liquids, and it's bucketing down means that it's raining very heavily. To piss is an informal and impolite way to say pee, urinate, from which we get to piss down. Now that we've looked at informal ways to say that it's raining a lot, let's have a look at advanced ones. The first one being to pelt. To pelt means that it's raining a lot, so it's pelting down, and rain pelted the windows means that rain hit the windows very heavily. The protesters pelted the police with bottles and rocks means that they threw a lot of bottles and rocks at the police, and pelt as a noun is the skin of a dead animal with fur still on it that is used often as a rug or in the past as clothing. We can also say to team, spelt with double E but pronounced exactly the same as football team. And in August, beaches are teeming with people means that in August, beaches are full of people. We can say that the rain beats or lashes down when it comes down very hard and with great force. To rain sideways means that the wind is so strong that it moves the raindrops into a horizontal position almost, and it's raining like this. It's now time to talk about the very famous idiom, it's raining cats and dogs. This is the most popular idiom that foreigners learn in school when they learn English, but unfortunately, although it's grammatically correct, no native speaker would ever use it. It's not common at all. It's a very foreign thing to say, so please try and avoid it. Drizzle is a very light and fine rain, and if it's drizzling, that's a kind of rain that is coming down. To drizzle a liquid over or on food means to pour a liquid over food in small drops or stream. So if you want to drizzle some oil on the dish, you would usually place a finger on the top and then gently pour it so not too much oil comes down at the same time. To spit means to push saliva out of your mouth very quickly, and it's spitting means that a very light rain is coming down. A shower is a very short period of light or heavy rain, and a downpour is a short period of intense and sudden rain. And that's it for today. If you like this video, please don't forget to give it a thumbs up and to subscribe to my channel down below. And please do let me know in the comments which idioms and words you already knew and which ones were new to you. And in the meantime, I will see you next week with my next video.